Welcome. What I want to do today is show you how to multiply two numbers. And what's special about these two numbers is it's not just like regular multiplication. What we notice is we have two negative numbers multiplied by each other. So there's a couple rules that I want to kind of introduce you to, and just kind of you can just use these rules to kind of follow when multiplying numbers, either positive or negative. It'll really help you out to have these memorized. The first thing is, when we multiply a positive number, which I'll represent as a plus, times another positive number, we're always going to get a positive sum, or a positive product. However, when I multiply a positive number times a negative number, that's going to result in a negative number as my answer, or my product. A negative number times a positive number also will produce a negative number. However, it's important to notice that a negative number times another negative number will always produce a positive number. So we're going to use that kind of to our advantage to think about how to multiply our numbers. Well, if you remember from multiplication is just another way for us to represent addition or in subtraction in case of negative numbers. But really what we're doing to figure out the multiplication of 3 times 10, regardless of the signs, we're either saying I have 3 sets of 10 or 10 sets of 3. And if you're just to add all these up, you can see this one's pretty easy. You'll notice this is 30. And here it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So I'm going to get the same answer either way that I look at it. Now, remember, when negative numbers, we're talking about repetitive subtraction, but since I'm actually doing a negative, what we say is those two negatives, a lot of times, we kind of say like they cancel each other out. Or it's just important to understand that a negative times negative is always going to equal a positive. Therefore, when I multiply 3 times 10, however I think about it, if I want to look into grouping the problem, 3 times 10 is going to equal 30, but it's going to make a positive 30 as my two negative signs are going to cancel out. For over here, negative 3 times negative 1, again, by using my rules, I know that my negative times my negative, it's automatically going to produce me a positive product. And then I just need to look at, 3 times 1. What does 3 times 1 mean? Well, that either means, 3 sets of 1 or 1 set of 3. Either way, my answer is just going to be 3. So that's a couple ways. If you guys can just remember that a negative times a negative is going to equal a positive, that will really help you out, especially when you're trying to do quick mathematics. And hope everything else works out for you. Thanks.